cast-on edge. And what it is live stitches that can be worked later.
Okay.
You know, sometimes you need a provisional cast-on. If you're going to knit a scarf and you want the two tails to look the same, and you'd start with a provisional cast-on at the back. That's the only one that's coming to me right now, but there are plenty of times when you need a provisional cast-on. And you need waste yarn for this, and it's best to do it in a contrasting color so you can see it. So get some waste yarn from a neighbor. The instructions don't say to knot the yarns together, but I find it works a little better if you do. And then my working yarn is the blue, and the waste yarn is the red. So you start out just like you would for the long tail. I hold the ends out of the way. So your working yarn is over your finger, the waste yarn is over the thumb. Now what you do is your left hand is going to do this. So it's like patting your stomach and rubbing your head. So you're just going to do this, and your right hand's going to do that.
Okay.
Just grab it. So you grab the working yarn and flip. Grab the working yarn, 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 flip. Grab the working yarn. And you see that my waste yarn is all along the bottom, and it kind of makes this zigzaggy path, and that's correct. And you only have your working yarn on the needle. Now I know I need to take it from the top there, because if I flipped, I'd lose it. Oops, I lost that one. So you just alternate, and then when it's time, when you've got enough stitches, just twist the working yarn, let's see, around the waste yarn, so that you've got something to hold it. And then you start knitting. And your first row could be a knit or a purl, it doesn't matter. Usually I do a knit. And then you work your stockinette, and what I do is I take the ends of this waste yarn and tie them together in a knot, you know, to hold it. And then just knit. And then after you've knitted whatever you want, you can come back and you pull out the waste yarn and just put those stitches on your needle as you pull the waste yarn out, and you're ready to go in the other direction.
When you're counting stitches, first loop,
I don't count the slip knot. Yeah, that I'll just drop off. Okay, you want to see it again?
Your first row is a right side row?
Yeah, but it actually doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So start with a slip knot of the two yarns. And you put the working yarn goes over your finger, the waste yarn over your thumb. And we're just going to flip the hand. Grab the working yarn, flip. Scoop the working yarn, flip. So it's the same motion. It's just what's happening is you alternate taking a loop above the working yarn, or above the waste yarn, and getting a loop below the waste yarn. Above